Hello and Jai Hind, everyone. I am Major Mohammed Ali Shah, the proud privilege and honor to be in conversation with a very, very gracious, graceful, elegant, and a very dynamic, powerful lady who needs no introduction at all. You all know her, you all admire her. I mean, she is a lady with too many. I mean, I don't have words to even describe her. Well, if I have to just speak a few things, she's had the best education that you can ever imagine. One of the best education, Loreto House, Calcutta,
Major Shah,
Wellens.
may I just intervene here? And actually, there's no need for such attributes, but please, let's get on with the interview.
Sure, ma'am, sure. Ma'am, I know you have the paucity of time, but let me tell you, ma'am, this time in per se, CPIM, which was people were thinking CPIM ka bhi koi they are washout party now, but they have revived back and like how, and this time everybody in Bengal is talking about CPIM coming back into power. So what? And you were there recently. You just got back to Delhi, in fact. So what do you have to say? What do you have to say about the wind blowing towards CPIM direction right now, man?
I think that's a very correct statement that you have made because undoubtedly, over the last 10 or 12 years, we have seen a concerted attack on the CPIM and its cadre at many, many levels in Bengal by the TMC government. It was a cruel decimation, if you would say, of democratic rights and a democratic space. But our comrades have fought back. And right now in West Bengal, over the last 5 years, we have seen a remobilization from the grassroots level of our cadre, which has also been infused by, during the COVID, the formation of the Red Volunteers, who did a lot of social work during the COVID. And I think that dedicated social work during the COVID period, when all other parties were so scared to come out or do anything at all and depended merely on the government, here the CPIM cadre out among people doing the work we know best, which is Jan Seva and Jan Sangharsh. And I think that gave a momentum to the following years where we have seen a resurgence. A lot of young people now have rejoined the left movement and the CPIM. So, yes, Major Shah, I would entirely agree with you that there is a resurgence of the CPIM politically in West Bengal. We have been successful in breaking the binary which was sought to be created between the TMC and the BJP.
Ma'am, and I was very delighted to see a lot of videos on social media of a lot of army veterans, a lot of people who we didn't expect that they would be coming in for the CPI because of the leadership, because of the people contesting from CPI. So, ma'am, and you are right, absolutely. There's been a sort of resurgence and a change. So, ma'am, what would be the vision and mission of your candidates from CPIM? Which most likely, from my side, I am quite convinced. I have no doubts about it in my mind that they're going to win, 100%, hands down, ma'am. And it's going to be a landslide victory. So, what do you would have interacted with them, ma'am? What are the changes that you think that they will bring about, ma'am?
Major Shah, I would rather wait for the election results on June 4th, and then we can talk about concrete programs of what we will do. But what, if you don't mind, I would like to flag are the challenges which we have faced and which we face, including on counting day, precisely because Bengal has seen a loot of votes and a decimation of the democratic processes. So, just to get people to come out and vote without fear is a very big challenge for us tomorrow. For example, we have a wonderful candidate in South Calcutta called Saira Shah Halim. And She has broken so many barriers by her outreach towards voters. And what she is now messaging, as the party is messaging, that go out and give your vote according to your choice. Don't, don't be intimidated. Because in so many booths earlier on, we could not even have booth agents to bring out the vote. So, right now, one challenge for us is to bring out our voters tomorrow, both in Saira's constituency, in Damdam with Shujan Chakravarti, and with Srijan in Jadavpur. These are three extremely important constituencies for the left where we can really do very, very well. And in all these three constituencies, we know that right now they are trying to ensure once again that democratic processes are sabotaged. For example, yesterday, our senior leaders had to sit on dharna at the Election Commission office because we found some officers there were playing a completely partisan role towards the TMC and some towards the BJP. So we demanded that there should be an inquiry and they should be transferred. Our leaders had to sit on dharna yesterday. So the challenge is very, very much there. And then again, Major Shah, on counting day, we have seen on so many occasions in Bengal, even on counting day, how they can steal an election. And that, I can tell you, is not just relevant for Bengal, but all over India, where there is a strong anti BJP discontent and feeling expressed in voting patterns across states. We have to ensure that the counting process is not sabotaged. The Election Commission plays its role, which it has regretfully, unfortunately, not been doing.
Right, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you very much. You have thrown some very good insights and very good light, ma'am. And lastly, I know you are busy. Before I let you go, any last message you would like to throw out in the universe from your side for everyone, ma'am?
On voting day tomorrow, remember, you are voting for an MP who has to be committed to save India. No constituency can be saved if India is not saved. And who do we need to save India from? We need to save India from those forces of the last 10 years who have done everything in their power to sabotage and subvert constitutional principles of democracy, constitutional principles of secularism, social justice, and federalism. And therefore, tomorrow's vote is critical and crucial. The BJP is losing this election. There's no doubt about it. The forces of India are winning this election. And therefore, the importance of ensuring that this momentum continues tomorrow and in West Bengal, the importance of the representation of the left and the Congress, which are the only guarantees the left to ensure that voices of workers and peasants are raised in parliament. And therefore, that is my appeal to the voters. And on June 4th, on counting day, be vigilant, be alert, ensure Form 17C of every vote polled in the booths are properly collated, they are properly registered, and if there is any sign that extra votes are being counted, intervene immediately. Let's ensure India wins. Let's ensure Bharat wins.
Very well said by you, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you very much for spending time. And this, I think, this conversation of ours, it will go a long way for people to hear, ma'am, and to for them to drive some sense into many people, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am.
All the
Jai
best to
Hind.
you.
Thank
Jai
you,
Hind.
ma'am.
All the
Jai Hind.
best. All the best.